Do you see yourself as a leader in your organization? Not because of your job title or where you sit on a hierarchy or whether you have direct reports or not, but do you actually see yourself as a leader? Now, if you have the ability to influence others, if you are already influencing in your role, then guess what? You are already a leader. And the question now is, how are you choosing to lead? Great organizations and law firms that I work with have distributed leadership across their organization. There's not just this pocket of great leadership at the top, but great leaders are weaved through every team. And it's this kind of distributed leadership that gives organizations a real competitive advantage. And so in my organization, when I was working for a law firm, there was a time in my career where I guess I had a formal position of leadership. So I was in charge of a team on an org chart. There I was with direct reports. And yes, I was a leader, and yes, I had influence. But then I took on a completely different role as lead facilitator and leadership coach. And at that point, I then didn't have a team. I had no direct reports. I didn't even sit really on an org chart. I was like floating out there by myself. But you know what? It was in that role where I had the greatest influence and had the greatest impact on others because of how I showed up, because of the conversations that I had and the difference that I could make in that role. If I needed to go to Melbourne to work with the team, I jumped on a flight and went to Melbourne. If I needed to lock myself away for 2 days to work on a leadership course, I did that. And that's real leadership. Now, of course, leadership is tough and it takes hard work. So it's not all champagne and sunshine, although it can be, right? There can be a lot of that, but it's hard work. You've got to learn a new range of skills. You've got to step in and take that responsibility. I'm always reminded of the very famous Spider-Man quote, with great power comes great responsibility. And leadership, yes, has power, but it comes with a whole lot of responsibility to those around you, to becoming a leader who people choose to follow. But the great news is that you can make such a difference as a leader. It is such a significant role that you can play in your organization if you choose to do it. And it's about developing a new set of skills. It's about showing up differently in your role. And the great news is every CEO I talk to, law firm owner, director, principal, is desperate for people to start leading. They don't want to be by themselves out the front doing all of this work themselves. They want people to step up. There is so much opportunity for you right now. So don't wait for permission. Instead, choose to show up as a leader today. I'm Midja. I'll see you next week.